Hey guys, so it's me. Sorry about the one video I recorded not being uploaded until later. I've been kind of busy and have run into some issues, so that's that. But I wanted to briefly touch on this issue that, really needs to be addressed, and I've noticed, and it's really, the issue I really want to discuss is attacking other religions or bashing other religions. Now, I'm not going to state what my specific religious beliefs are because at this point they're irrelevant to this topic. So, yeah, please don't ask about that. And please don't be one of those people that just makes assumptions. But, in case you all don't know, I think it was Chapel Hill or something like that. There were 4 Muslims that were executed, and really wasn't too much news coverage on it. And so I feel like I have a problem with that because I'm pretty sure I know what kind of, other than the fact that he was white, of course, based on some of the news coverage that did take place. But I'm pretty sure I know what his beliefs are, what his beliefs were, and I'm not really in agreement with the way that he chose to, enact on his beliefs. Because in general, you can disagree with somebody's religious beliefs, but you don't have to go and just assault them or attack them. Because there are a lot of beliefs that I'm not particularly fond of. Pretty much every religion has a great deal of problems I'm not in agreement with. So, it's something that it's something that does exist. Like a lot of people, don't like. I'm pretty sure most people don't like the fact that there are some Muslim fractions, some, not all, because I'm pretty sure that the ones that have these specific beliefs are very small. But in some places, you have some Muslim factions that still believe that women should not, are not equal to men. So, no education for them. And that they still believe in this arranged marriage stuff, which I am particularly not a fan of. And, just certain beliefs like that regarding women, that they have these beliefs, and I'm not in agreement with that. But that doesn't give me the right to go out and just attack, the first Muslim I see, just assuming, well, they believe this, so I'm just gonna, just attack them. That's a big no-no. And likewise, there are a lot of Christianity beliefs I'm not a fan of. Like I'm not a fan of some factions of Christianity not allowing women to, be in the pulpit. We're not allowing women to who still believe that women shouldn't have a choice over what they do with their bodies. Who are still saying, well, we should outlaw abortion and stuff like that. And you also have some factors that do not believe in contraceptives, which is a big problem because without those, you have a lot of STDs spreading and such like that. So it's a lot of issues. The only difference is that if something happens to someone who's of the Christian faith, let's say a predominant Christian faction, so like a denomination like the Baptist or a faction like Catholicism, you'll get a whole bunch of coverage on that. Whereas if something happens to an Islamic family, you really won't get too much coverage on it. And that's a big issue with me because regardless of how you feel about their beliefs, these are all still people. And this person doesn't deserve to get any less fair treatment than this person just because of the beliefs that they have, which is in many cases people don't realize that people don't have a choice in what they believe in because they've been raised with this so long. I mean, it's not really their choice. Just like most people, a lot of people don't want to admit it, but a lot of people didn't choose to, become a Muslim, or choose to become a Christian. And that's something that people really need to take into account is that regardless of what you believe, we're all still people. So treating, going around executing people, just because you don't support what they believe in, or you don't think that their religion is valid, that's completely wrong. And there are a lot of, there are a lot of Christians that have these beliefs that, well, we shouldn't allow these Muslims to, take root in America. We shouldn't allow mosques to happen and all that. You can have those beliefs, but when the problem is if you start acting on those beliefs, that's a problem. And then then actions should be taken to make sure that you don't cause harm to anybody else. And it's really disheartening that events like these happen and people don't really notice them, because you know these Muslim people have families and all of that. And I mean, even one of my closest friends is a Muslim, and for the most part, at least from based on what she believes and stuff like that, their religion is really peaceful. So the fact that Islamophobia is still so rampant is really saddening, you know. And that brings me to this brings me to another thing I noticed too. Is just like the groups or the terrorists that are bombing, that do bombings, suicide bombings, murders and stuff like that. These groups are what you would consider to be extremists. Now, with that in mind, what people always seem to forget is that every religion has a faction of extremists. And I'm really addressing Christianity and Islam because those are the two most prevalent religions in the world right now. Christianity being the top and Islam, being second. So that's why, in case people wonder why are you just addressing those, that's why. But every religion has their own set of extremists, and to just assume, like, for instance, let's take the group ISIS for example. Now, as far as I know, they claim to be acting on fundamental Islamic beliefs or whatever, So those and the acts that they've done are that of extremists. That doesn't mean that and while even if they do claim the Islamic religion, it doesn't give you the right to, just loop all Islam, those who practice Islam, under one, tent. Now, what people don't realize is that there are also there are also Christians who are very extremists who've done similar things, such as kidnapping children, taking them to conversion camps, doing horrific things to them in the name of Jesus. And you don't hear about that because only because of the amount of power or foothold that Christianity has. That's why you don't hear about it so much. But regardless, both deserve equal coverage because both are doing, a lot of damage to people. But once again, these are just the extremists. You can't paint everybody of this particular religion with one brush, because then you're committing a huge fallacy. So basically, my message for everybody out there that sees this is it's okay to disagree with, the beliefs and practices of other religions, but that doesn't give you the right to harm those people. It doesn't give you the right to attack those people unless they are causing harm to people. If they're causing harm to people like, women, children, etc., then yeah, you do attack those beliefs because that's a big problem. But that's pretty much all I have for today. So, yep, I will catch you guys later, and I will try to upload this video and the video I did previously, as soon as I possibly can. But yeah, so catch you guys later.